Hello and welcome to an Elite Dangerous live stream. My frantic hello, desperate hello there. And only one came up.
Wow, they both
I don't know
are there.
why.
They're both there.
I know why.
Why?
It doesn't matter.
They're there?
It doesn't matter. This is Stephen Benedetti, everybody. This is
We
Stephen
clicked the wrong one.
Benedetti.
Yeah, I was
He's not
here.
here anymore.
I wasn't there.
He's a community manager here on Elite Dangerous, and I am Will, also community manager here on Elite Dangerous. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You've gone a bit rosy.
I've got a bit rosy. I came in to set up, and it was the first time I was setting up, and
God,
I thought everything was fine, and then things went slightly wrong, but we got there.
We got there in the end. It's
now.
fine. It's a Monday live stream.
Monday.
It's a Monday. This is what happens.
Monday.
How are you doing, Stephen?
I'm very well, other than being slightly pink in my face. But yeah, no, I'm really good.
Your shirt's actually a little bit pink as well, but you can't really tell on the screen, which is strange.
It looks a bit grey actually. Then we've got some colour corrector.
Yeah.
But I'm good. How are you, William?
I'm very well. It feels like it's been a while since I've been on a live stream, probably because it has.
It has been. When was the last live stream that you... Was 2 weeks ago?
Oh my goodness.
Because you were away on the Monday, so it was Paige and I.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't have one on Thursday. And then the Thursday before that was Paige...
Paige and...
Me? No, it was Paige. It was you and Paige. It was you and Paige doing the Discovery...
Scanner, yeah.
No. The Worlds. Distant Worlds.
Oh my goodness.
We got there.
Oh, we got there in the end. So yeah, it still feels like it's been a while.
It has.
And I guess it's because I used to be on like every single one for ages, but now you're here and everybody's like chipping in. It's awesome. Yeah. Because it means that you guys are doing some things and you've got some things that you want to do, and we'll go into that.
And you get to relax.
And I get
like
to
on a
sit
Thursday
there like
night.
this.
Yeah, on a Thursday night and relax, or you know, on the Monday you get to sit and do some work.
Yeah. So there you go. But anyway, we're going to play some Elite Dangerous, so we're going to go over to the game. Here we are. So this live stream, as is customary, sort of detail what we're doing. I am still working. It's been a while since I've played Elite, actually. I'm working towards that lovely rank of... I'm already Marquis. Well, there you go. I'm working to that.
That's us complete. That was us. This was a great Monday live stream. See you later.
That must have been the work I did this morning. I did a little bit of work this morning. Okay, right. Anyway, so we've done it. Live stream's finished. Oh, it is a Monday.
It's a Monday.
It's not Marquis. It's the next rank that we're working
What is the next rank?
I'm not sure.
What's the next rank?
I'm really not sure. I think it's... I don't know. Law? No, that couldn't be. Couldn't possibly be. Anyway, we'll find out because I'm going to get it in this live stream. Probably not. Also, everybody...
Well, you've got one thing to go there. You'll be fine.
How is everybody doing? We have a Sally Morgan Moore in the chat, stuff by Nick, Jack Little, Vagabond, Stu333M, Tiago Silva, Klugstein, all of these lovely people, Shan, Thachino, some names I can't even... I don't know.
How do you pronounce that? S-A?
Seikon Jr.?
But do you have to be like, Seikon Jr.?
I think so, yeah, because the capital letters are always shouted. So, for example, Jack Little.
I like how you were checking that out, just to make sure it came after. You're like,
anyway, I'm gonna continue. I picked up some missions this morning.
Okay.
Where are we at?
So you were early morning flying?
I was early morning flying. So every now and then I'll wake up. Well, I always wake up in the morning early. So rather than go to work, I stay in bed because that makes sense, and I play some Elite Dangerous. So, well, I've been quite busy, but recently I've been able to jump back in, and that's why I'm nearly where I need to be.
So you're going to try and see if there is a mission for you to then get to the next rank because you're at 100%? Is that
Not
right?
yet. I am with the Empire, but I need to get Marcus up. So I'm already Marcus, I think. So I just didn't realise. But I'm stacking all these missions. It's very cheeky of me. I'm just stacking missions I can here, and then I'm going to hand them all in, and that's what I've been doing. And then after that, I'll have enough money to get a really nice ship up there. As you can see, I've earned 265,000. Also,
that's a lot.
1,000 million. And as you pointed out, I'm losing my words. As you pointed out, my name is now Commander Ratverst.
Commander Ratverst.
I found a new PlayStation name that I was happy with, and I liked the idea of a Ratverst.
Ratverst is quite good. I do like a bratwurst.
I like a bratwurst too.
When it comes to Christmas time, I enjoy a good bratwurst.
Well, I'm going to game. Oh, too many. That's fine. That's good. Yes, I did get my cargo.
I always do that.
Stuff by Nick. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm. What am I trying to say? I'm going to Germany.
Oh yes.
For Gamescom, and
like I slid in the bratwurst bit there.
Yeah.
See, there's
and
connection.
I will have a bratwurst.
There
is a video out there. I don't think you've actually seen Will Eats, have you?
There's Will Eats.
I meant to show you this.
I've not seen Will Eats yet at all.
It's a lovely series of short movies. In fact, who knows what Will Eats and what is your favourite episode of Will Eats?
It's going to be really funny if everyone says, nope, never seen it before. What are you talking about?
Why are you talking about private jokes? Don't really understand what that means. Right, we're going to HIP 8758 or 8758.
8758.
And it's hip to be 8758. It's not even really very good.
So he says that dad joke. You're kind of like, yeah, it's funny. It works. It works.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. So, right in front of the planet. How do you get about this?
I'll show you.
Because I just try and jump to a different system.
Well, first, so there's a better way to do it, and I used to do that a long time ago. Then I learned that I could just super cruise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter super cruise, like so, and I'm going to. Okay, so Jack Little says the hot dog, always the hot dog. So I've entered super cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can get.
You can just go right around it.
Look how quick that was.
See, that's a lot easier.
System and in to a new one.
But I can't enter Super Cruise because it says you need to align with your target. But I think you just need to keep doing it, don't you?
You just jump in Super Cruise and move out the way,
and then
you can be fine. And then you just go. Boop.
See, every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day.
Especially a Monday.
Especially Monday. It's been non-stop this morning. I have to say.
It has been quite busy.
Like because you were away on Thursday and Friday.
Yep. So.
I've got to fill you in on what's been happening, and then I'm like running around doing some other stuff, and it's like
everything's been juggled.
Will eats food.
Will does eat.
Shan's surprised.
What is Will eats food then? I mean, it's quite self-explanatory, but I want to know.
Well, this is a good question because Freshie What 101 also says, note what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And I like that. Will doesn't dip all of his food into hot water before eating it. That's true, Jack. Well, he does not. I've seen him eat lunch.
Dry food.
He does eat dry food. It's just he struggles with biscuits. Helps with your digestion.
There you go. Yeah, it can't break down the hard biscuit base.
That's it. Every time you get a hobnob, you just cry a little bit inside.
It's too powerful.
And
my jaw can't break it. I'm going to be utilising some of the assist modules in this, mostly because I can then just relax and talk to you guys as we are doing this. Right, I'm all good. I'm all set.
You're all set. You're active. And
just
now,
gotta watch out for hyperdiction. So, Will Eats, the ultimate question, is a sort of silly thing that those of you who remember Ed, of course, how could you forget him? But when we would go away for a business trip, we would find the time to, at the end of the trip, you usually have a few hours left before you're waiting to go to the airport. So we would go around and look at stuff, and we need to eat. Right?
Okay, of course.
So what happened was, it first began, and this is an education not just for you, Stephen, but for everybody here. But it became a little tradition that we then started. But what happened was, I bought a really, really chocolatey cake, and it was like a monster of a cake. And so I just started eating it, and then Ed got out his phone and he was filming me.
As you were
just
eating the
filming,
cake?
yeah. And he was like, could you stop for a minute, and like he wanted to get a shot, so I was just like letting that happen. And then when that happened, we enjoyed the day. He had all this footage. We went to the airport, and then he spent about 40 minutes as we were waiting for our flight to then edit the video together. And so he edited the video together, and then it became Will Eats. It was the first episode, and then we ended up doing this for all the other episodes. So there's a cake, there's an ice cream, there is a pizza. There's a bratwurst, which is from Gamescom last year.
So do you just sit and eat the food? Is it slow? Is it like looking into
Yeah,
you?
it's quite
Or-
it's
Is there music? As
there's
you eat the food?
music.
Oh, you're being.
So I'll just have to hold
Yeah.
that question. There's music. There's sort of artistic direction. I remember that some bits of the food went cold because I had to wait to get the right shot.
But you still had to look like you were enjoying it because
Yeah.
you didn't want it to look like you were.
Yeah, like it's got to be authentic.
Yeah.
So that's Will Eats. That's all it is. And now everybody can be aware, but it's on Twitter somewhere. There's
Is it on
no-
Twitter? So
yeah.
it's not, you don't have like a channel to
No,
go into and have a
I
look?
haven't. We haven't sort of dedicated that far.
I think you should maybe, invest in getting that and doing a few different
It's
series
sort
of
of,
Will Eats. Because I was
It
actually,
was very popular.
I did that yesterday. I just came back from Glasgow and I was starving, so I decided that I really wanted a KFC because
Yeah.
I was away all weekend back home and I was drinking beer and eating out, and I thought, right, now I'm back home, I need to eat healthily, but it's still Sunday, so it still counts if I can eat badly. So I went to the one KFC, but on my way there was loads of different food places in Cambridge.
There's
Like,
loads.
all
Oh,
up
is
the
this
street.
Mill Road?
It was, yeah, the one in Mill Road, but before Mill Road,
It's really
just
good.
round the corner. So
Yeah.
I was walking around and I was like, oh my god, there's so many different places to eat, and you could just go out and do that every time. Just go to each different
Just
restaurant.
film yourself.
Just film
eating.
yourself eating and trying all these different restaurants,
Yeah.
which would cost a lot of money, but I think it'd be worth it.
Let's try
Let's
it.
try it. Will Eats.
Tiger Nuna goes, mate, what is your accent? Scottish or Irish?
It is Scottish.
Scottish.
I hail from Glasgow, or Glasgow, or as you know of, Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah.
So I saw a message in
I sound like Conor McGregor.
the boxer
He's a UFC fighter.
UFC.
He's not a boxer. He tried to be a boxer.
Commander Place says, who's going to Fantasticon? We are. We're going to be there.
These guys.
Who else in the chat is going to Fantasticon? Come on, guys. Also,
It'll be my first Fantasticon.
I've lost it. There was something else.
I thought something was.
Discovery Scanner this week.
Yes, there's
There's a lot going
Discovery
on this
Scanner.
week.
Oh, yeah.
So Fantasticon is on Saturday.
Yep.
We'll be there. Yes, awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll be there, and so this is why I like these modules. It's so
You can do a couple of things at the same time.
I can actually just focus on what I'm trying to say on a live stream while playing the game. Else it'll be like this, and everyone will be awkwardly looking around like.
Yeah, I can't do that because there's a bald patch on my
Right.
head. My head, as we discussed
You said
earlier.
you weren't going to mention it.
I know, but then I thought I might
I'm
as
going
well
to
go
mention
for
it
it.
now.
We might as well go for it.
Well, before we get onto that, before we get there,
We've got the
what was I trying to- yeah.
Discovery Scanner.
That's
I was away all weekend. You've just been relaxing, and you're
What's
stuck
going
there.
on?
Where are we?
My brain is.
You've messed yourself up because you're already Marcus.
That's
This is it.
true.
This is it.
I thought I was further behind.
You're in a previous version of yourself right now. So confused. Which is where we should get special effects put in.
Well, if you can make it happen, Stephen, because my scatterbrain won't. Marquis.
Marquis?
Marquis or Marcus?
I don't think it's Marcus. I think it's
Marquis?
Marquis. Right, well, maybe Marquis.
I think it's Marquis.
No idea. But anyway, this week we've got the Discovery Scanner.
The Discovery Scanner
on
we have.
Thursday,
We
which
have.
is 6 UTC and 7 BTS? BTS?
7 BST.
BST. I'll get mixed up around.
I don't know what the other is. Oh, we're here. Oh. I had to Google it for a second there, Jack, because I didn't remember the name. But yes, it was a very good video. Jack Little sent me a video. And I can't really describe it. I'll describe a bit of it. It's got like a flying hand, and it flies through the time, I think. Yeah, it flies through time. And then some long-haired guy that I'll probably look like when I'm older starts making music because of it, and it's just really creepy.
It
and
sounds so
weird.
strange.
I will send it to you.
You really enjoy those kind of weird things,
I
don't
do
you?
indeed. Yes, Discovery Scanner. So sorry, did you already capture everything?
I just said the Discovery Scanner is on Thursday, and then we changed over to the weird video because it's the third time we've tried to go into it. Discovery Scanner.
With Dav, and it's. Do you know what the name is?
We've not decided.
It has.
Has it
you
been
were
decided?
busy setting up here, so it's been decided.
What is the name?
Reshaping the simulation. So at LaveCon this year, Dav, who needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway, lead server developer, did a little talk about what went into the faction changes for the background simulation during Beyond Chapter 4. And it's quite an interesting topic because it took what we thought was working for the background simulation and change it into something completely different, which is what it is now, just from some subtle changes, but it's quite interesting.
That's great.
So for you BGS experts out there, or just people who are very interested in it, it's really nice. It's really nice to have Dav, or we'll have Dav on the stream talking about it.
Yeah, and that'd be really cool. See, it's such a massive game as well to actually get a wee bit of insight into how it all goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I especially when I was on it, it was my mom's husband when I was back home. He was like, okay, right, I want to get the game because I'd love to play it. And can I see what I do? So what do you do? Tell me what you do. And I'm like, anything. Like literally you can bounty hunt, you can courier things, you can discover the galaxy, you can do whatever you want. And to think about how that actually all works together, it's really nice to have somebody like Dav who has like the nitty gritty nuts and bolts.
The as he likes to say, the numbers.
The numbers,
yeah. As you can see, a lot of love for Dav here. People are very interested. So he'll be there with his lab coat on, and we'll be talking about it downstairs in the other streaming room. Or are we downstairs now? How do you know? Because it's a green screen. We could be in the green screen section.
We
We're
could.
not. But we're upstairs.
We're upstairs. That's like a big build up to be like, no, but we are here. But that's the thing. Have you ever wore a lab coat?
Have I ever worn a lab coat?
Yes.
At school.
Why? We never got lab coats at school.
I think we did.
Did we?
I have worn one before. And when I was doing all those evil experiments in my bedroom.
Yeah, other than that.
It's the only time.
I did an escape room once, and we were all meant to be these like lab people who'd been like basically drugged and taken and hidden to this house.
Oh, wow.
And we were going to get experimented on, and you had to try and get out. And it was really cool, but it was oddly satisfying having this lab coat on whilst running around.
You feel more intelligent.
Yeah, you feel powerful.
It's got stats on it, that's why. It's got like intelligence stats on it.
It goes up. We did escape, although I did run out the room. It was a lot of fun.
Alec Turner here. Can't wait to hear Dav talk about this again. It did my head in at LaveCon. Hopefully I'll be able to focus better when I haven't been drinking pink cider for 5 hours. Well, that's one thing. It's worth mentioning that it's a very mathematics, data-driven live stream. So it is going to be. You'll be tested in it.
There'll be a lot of numbers.
Yeah. So you have to kind of. Yeah, I can't really explain it, but it's very interesting. But at the same time,
it's very heavy.
You have to focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, it'll be recorded, so you can go back
and watch it again if you don't.
Yeah, if you don't get all of it in the first run through. Anyway,
yeah.
This is going well. Look at the money.
I know how much stuff do you have here?
What have I just done there? Here we go.
So you're just sticking with reputation then?
I'm just going for the reputation because some of them offer. This is a cheeky way of doing it, but it's worked out very well. Will there be pie charts? No, but there will be graphs. So
we do have graphs.
Yeah, there are graphs. Yeah, there are graphs in it. But no pie charts, I don't think.
Not yet.
Not in the version I've seen thus far.
You can always turn a chart into a pie graph.
Good.
just go to Excel and switch over.
We could put some pie in it at the end.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything?
Love how Dave enjoys his knowledge.
Interesting player metrics and how far they lead development. And that is, I mean, Jack, were you there at LaveCon? Well, I know you were there, but were you at the talk? Because it goes into that. It goes into sort of, I don't want to talk about it before it begins.
Before it happens.
But it's sort of going into how there are different types of players. Players who plod along the galaxy doing different things, and they have inputs into how certain states are formed. But then you have people who are like focused on that and directly doing it, and it has to account for all those different actions and how they all
intertwined together.
So anyway,
the butterfly effect of
yeah,
sense of things.
Yeah,
Of how
and
things
how it
can
chains everything up.
Yeah, seems actually really interesting.
It is, but we'll talk about it on Thursday.
On Thursday.
And you'll be there in the studio while we're
I
doing
will
it?
be there. I'll be there watching, and I'll be learning how to do it.
How to do it.
How to do it. But no, that's going to be a really interesting stream because I think I'm going to be there helping out to see all the video stuff, putting that together, which is really exciting for me and also to learn a wee bit more about it.
Yeah.
Because even when I'm not here, I still watch your streams. Like when you and Paige did the Distant Worlds, I was in Tesco getting my stuff.
Were you like
I was
listening?
I did this and I looked like I was on the phone to somebody. It was really
Someone who's like
it was quite
intensely
strange.
talking about something,
Yeah.
and you don't get a word in.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah,
just so I didn't look odd, but I did do that.
Right.
But
Well,
next, what we're doing next?
look at this one.
Deliver 120. Oh wow!
10 million almost.
And it's only 7.15 light years away.
It is.
And do you have the cargo
This is the
space?
same route I'm going. I'm just going back and forth. I do. I'm not. I don't feel bad about this.
It's an elite level mission. I mean, when it comes to cargo, that doesn't matter. But when you do bounty hunting, it really does matter.
It does.
It so
really
matters.
does.
It so matters.
So what I'm planning to do, because I know you're going down the combat route, and I know I said I'd do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get loads of. I'm going to try and get up to elite in trade, and then I'm going to use all that to buy a combat ship and engineer it. So I'm going to go out and collect some engineering stuff. I might do that in between my adventure to elite in trading.
Yeah.
And then, so if you're working on combat, hopefully we'll meet at the same point.
And then you can help me with the engineering.
Yeah.
And we can mould that together.
Yeah. So there'll be a lot of streams on engineering and collecting and stuff like that.
And I was thinking the other day, I really want a Mambo. Mambo
number 5.
A Mambo number 5. I'd really like. That's a great song. I remember when I was younger, I used to dance that all the time. I was going to get a Mamba.
A Mamba. Will you call it number 5?
I will call it number 5 now. That's going to happen. I was thinking it's a really good racing one. So I was like, it's really fast.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself that it's like a goal. So I want to have a Fer-de-Lance to fight with. Yeah. And a Mamba to fight to race with. That'd be quite good. I thought it was a good idea.
I like it. Right, I think we've got everything I can really get from here. Hi guys, are we going to see any updates to the galaxy map? I'd love to be able to save routes and place clearer markers. Hello, The Alchemist. It's not planned for the current time, but it's always good to see feedback about that.
Yeah.
Galaxy is very positive right now. Hard to get factions in negative states. It's good feedback. We'll talk to Dav a little bit more detail on Thursday's live stream about how we feel where we're at with the current BGS.
Exactly. And then after Thursday, we have Fantastic on.
Oh my god.
And Saturday.
It's come so quickly.
Your
first event.
It's my first event.
So everyone who meets Stephen in person, be nice.
It'll be the first time. And please tell me your names again, because I'm really bad at remembering names as well.
Me too.
Yeah, it's that moment they're like, hi, and you're like, hi pal, how's it going? Yeah, that's brilliant. I have no idea who that is, but they're a lovely person. And you really want to know their name, and there's that small period of time where you can say, listen, I'm really sorry, I've forgotten your name.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, but there's a time after that if you don't ask, it's just rude.
That's kind of the situation I have with Jester D. I always forget who Jester D is. I'm trying to think of who I know really well. I'd never forget. Right.
So.
There he is.
Jester D.
Got ya. Right, so where am I going? I'm going back to my other place. I'm actually looking forward to leaving this place. I have made a lot of money here. It's been a very profitable life for me in HIP 844 and HIP 8758. But I am ready for a change of scenery.
Has the hipster life treated you well?
It has treated me well. It has.
Decided to walk away. I can't imagine you wear like a flat cap at all. I don't know why.
A flat cap?
Like a hipster.
Oh, why do you imagine that? I've never worn a hat.
That's what I'm thinking. It would be quite odd, wouldn't it?
If I did.
Yeah, if I really did. Yeah. Sorry, DS Fallen Angel, don't suppose my question about Abertay was simply overlooked. I did not see it. Could you
We're gonna
look for it.
do you want to scroll?
I'll
'Cause
scroll.
I don't want to crash.
No. So Abertay.
No, I don't see it. The
I
weather
did not
is.
see-
McDowell asked how the weather is. It's raining.
The weather is actually not that bad.
I
It's
wore
on
a
and off.
rain Mac today.
I bought a rain jacket actually on my way. I got it at the airport for.
I thought you would have had one of those already.
Well, at home, no, I took all my jackets down here. I don't know why. Just take all my jackets down here just in case.
It's cold down here.
I would say in Scotland it was raining really heavily for like half an hour, and then it would be super sunny, and then it would be super rainy, and then it would be super sunny. So it had the two different ones to get that. So I got a lighter, thinner version of a waterproof jacket. So it was a lot easier to use.
I just have this old one that was rolled up, and I thought, I'm going to wear that today, and I look like a little wizard.
You look like a wizard.
Yeah, I look like a little wizard in it. It's got like a robe. So DS Fallen Angel, we can't. Oh, here you go.
Oh, we go. The question was, thinking back to your time at Aberdeen University, I am interested to know the phrase "feel the monkey, live the dream" means anything, or is that faded to obscurity? Well, at my time at Abertay, I never heard the term "feel the monkey, live the dream."
Sounds rude.
It does.
What does it mean, DS?
What does it mean? Because when I was there, I actually went into third year straight away. From my previous course, and then I was away in Copenhagen for about 6 months.
Oh, okay, so.
And then I went back for my university time. I went back for my honours degree, but I was only there 2 days a week, so I never really got too much of the culture.
Right.
So I
So it
probably
may still be there.
it could still be a thing.
Oh no. What does it mean?
What does it mean,
Is it
Fallen
it's
Angel?
Not read, is it? Someone mentioned about biotech conductors. It's been a while since I've done some engineering. The last thing I engineered was my Asp Explorer, so quite a while now. But the material trader and the other one, the brokers, not the brokers, the material traders, different degrees of material trader are really useful if you have a lot of one thing but you can't find the resources of another thing. I would strongly recommend doing that. That's what I've done to get the rarer stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff that requires a little bit more effort. Generally just got a lot of one thing that's easy to get.
Yeah, and now we've turned to a conversation which I thought would have been the first week here, so I'm quite glad that I've got it. It's the Sean Connery one.
You do sound a bit like him.
I don't sound. I mean, it's more Scottish. I'd need to like turn and speak.
Yeah.
You need to speak like that a bit more. You always take your time when you're speaking like Sean Connery.
Stephen, I can't hear you doing an impression.
That sounds just like
Sounds
it.
just like it.
No, my favourite Sean Connery moment would probably be Highlander. Was the fact that he is in. Have you seen Highlander?
I have seen Highlander. Yeah.
When he shows up as a Spaniard and he's speaking to the guy who's Scottish,
it's been
and it's like,
many years.
yeah, it's just when he shows up and goes, "Hello, I'm the Spaniard." And you're like, well, you're not really. Yeah, you've got quite a good Scottish accent. Okay, so the DS Fallen Angel, it was Games Course Modus Operandi, created from the second year ever of the graduates back in 2001 to have fun while grasping your dreams. It's a nice modus operandi.
Maybe
but
we can say it.
we could probably say it.
Feel the monkey, live the dream.
Say okay. No, I'm not going to say the cat sat on the mat like Sean Connery because I've already been in trouble for that.
I like Shan's comment here. It's more Billy Connolly than Sean Connery.
Yeah, it probably is. But Billy Connolly's a bit more high pitched and like high pitched and more like, "Hey you," that's it. And I was walking at you. No. Not
like,
the bold. My favourite Billy Connolly thing was they made murals all throughout Glasgow. And I think it was like 3 different ones, big paintings for him, and it was in the news. And because he's obviously a bit old now, he doesn't really. It was probably like it was really nice, but it was when they turned to him, they just went, "So Billy, what do you think of these murals?" And he goes, it's really nice." No, that was
Nice.
that was just didn't know what to do. He goes, it's smashing. It's really nice. I was like, that's perfect.
Just
Billy Connolly.
a nice comment.
And yeah, and all these people spent hours doing them all, just waiting for that Billy Connolly
What's
to.
he gonna say?
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's nice.
Yeah, it's alright.
Really like it. It's cool.
You know mural, the word.
Yes.
I I always say Muriel.
Muriel, that's a person's name.
I know. She sells hot cross buns down the road.
Come on, Muriel.
Muriel. There you go. Need about 60 of these. By the way, I was thinking recently, wouldn't it be more realistic if map traders were located at the engineer bases? If you think about it in real life, that's where they would want to be for any price, but justify that hefty commission. I think it's dictated by the BGS, which we're going to talk about on Thursday. Plug. Yep. So that's why it shifts around, I think. What is this ship? This is my... Oh, I've got to remember what I'm in. It's been ages. What am I in? The... big one. Python.
Big one. You're in the Python?
Yeah. I'm in the Python.
See, I changed my ship recently.
Is it Python I'm in?
The mighty
I
Python.
can't remember.
What have you named your Python?
Well, it's Brattle Biscuit from my last stream.
Oh, is it still? Oh, yeah, so it was the Python, yeah.
The mighty Python.
The mighty Python.
But I'm trying to get the cutter.
Landing gear deployed.
I can't remember which ship I want from this. I think it's the cutter. It's the next trading one.
Yeah, I think it maybe the cutter's quite good at trading, is it not? See, I just don't really know when it comes to trading, because you want to always have a wee bit of.
This is great.
This is
like
really good
because it can land on medium.
Yeah, and it's got a big space.
Yeah. So it depends, because if you, it depends where you're trading. Because if you take a larger ship that can carry more, it can't land on medium landing pads. Meaning, you can't go to like lucrative spots where there is a medium, like this one.
Yeah.
Like if I brought a large ship here, it would be useless.
Yeah, you can't really.
What am I doing? I'm doing my missions.
Missions.
Well, Gavin, there's a lot of ships, and I, as many will know, my knowledge of flying all the ships I don't actually have. I've only owned only a few amounts of ships. So
Yeah.
we don't actually develop the game, but
No, we talk about
we
it.
see a lot of ships and see a lot of things, and we haven't had the pleasure of delving into all of it. Where would we find the time to do all the other stuff that we've got to do?
Exactly, and the thing is, we'll see what kind of ship you've got. I've recently changed my ship,
What are you flying now?
so I now have a Viper Mark IV.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I changed it, but before I had a Cobra Mark III, but then because it was more of a multi-purpose ship, I wanted one that was more combat focused, because I was trying to make money, and it was easier to do like courier missions to make money that way. But I thought, no, this isn't the true way of how I want to do it.
This is your moment to say your catchphrase. You were trying to make money.
Yeah, I was trying to make easy money, cash money. It doesn't fit in there.
Yes, it
but
does.
doesn't. Easy, like if you do something well, that's when you say easy money, cash money.
Yeah, you made money to get a new ship.
Yeah, easy money, cash money. But no, I actually totally screwed that all up. Like
Oh yeah, because you took it out and you got...
Yeah. So I was, so the other thing when people were saying, you know, how do you guys know this stuff? I try and play whilst I'm working, because also going home, when I go home I try and play as well.
Yeah.
But normally I'm trying to multitask, because I'll be writing posts, I'll be talking about future
Writing
things with you,
poems.
writing poems.
Don't know how that came to
Don't, I don't know how I could write a poem. And then I ended up basically upgrading my ships. I think it was like an engine or something, and my power distributor. And the problem was that it took my jump range to 4 light years, because I wasn't looking properly. I was just kind of going on and trying it the way. And the problem was that I had to then get a hauler, fly somewhere else to try. I was going to try and make some money.
What has happened to this journey of yours?
I then bought another Cobra
Yeah.
Mark III, went back and sold my old one, because it was bust and I couldn't be. I just wanted to start fresh rather than sending everything off and swapping it all out and spending more money. And then I was like, okay. And then I jumped away and I started doing another battle, and it just didn't. It just blew up. I just got totally destroyed, and I couldn't keep up with anybody. The what? The what?
This wasn't on a live stream. Right?
No, this was just me doing it by myself.
So everybody missed that.
Everybody missed that amazing journey. But there'll be plenty more on live stream. So then
Plenty more.
Then I thought I need a better combat ship, because everybody was boosting away from me, and I was like, right, I'll engineer my Cobra to do it. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm kind of done with Cobra now. I want something else. So the next one up, which was purely combat, was the Viper Mark IV.
Viper Mark IV.
So I've got the Viper Mark IV
So
now.
that's what you're in.
And that's
that
what
has
I'm
been
in.
the journey to it. That's a
Yeah.
lovely story
It's
there.
such a long journey. It was very stressful.
What am I thinking about? How much space do I have?
How much space?
I don't have enough for that. That's unfortunate. Right, this is the bit where I have to like plug into the matrix and work out what I'm actually doing.
You can work out where we're going.
Where are we going from here? Where do we go now? Where do we go now?
Where do we go? Where do we go?
There's 24 units of gold. It's quite nice.
Mike joined in the middle of story time with Stephen.
There you go.
I know.
Anyway, ended up with a Viper.
And I ended up with a Viper after the long and short of things. But yeah, it's going to hopefully work out well. I was going to do some bounty today.
So that's what you're working on now. You're
Yeah.
doing some bounty. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Bounty hunting.
Stories are great in a Scottish accent. Thank you, Jack Little. I was the first thing that I came here was Sally. Was like, could you read?
Read to me. Read to me these beautiful
what was it?
words.
The Scottish book. What's that? It's out of my head. Train Spotting. She was like, could you read Train Spotting to me because it's all written.
Why doesn't she
and
just
Glaswegian.
watch the film?
I mean, you can, but you get a lot more in depth from the book. So she wanted me to basically read it out. And we did it in the car on the way over to Frontier Fridays, and I read out like a chapter, and she was like, "Oh my god, that makes so much more sense now that you're reading it out."
Well, why don't you record it? And because we've got the setup here, you
Yeah.
could just record the whole book,
The whole book.
and then when it's her birthday or something,
We
you
can
could
give
get
it to her. I could totally do that. That'd be really fun.
I mean, yeah, I like that you've added we on there.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of this, but I want the credit at the end to go,
We could
oh,
do
me
this.
and Will did this for you.
Yeah, it was Will and I's idea. We could do it together.
Excellent.
Yeah,
That's great. Let's make it happen. Make it happen, Stephen.
I'll do it. We can do this. And Tiger Nuno says, I think the Scottish accent could be wonderful to put a baby to sleep.
Just not a grown human.
Not a grown human. I think it depends. Like, it can be really soothing, but I mean, I've had different Scottish accents that are like really rough and really gritty and, you know, really different. So I think maybe it depends what person speaks to the baby.
I could do my Radio 4 one.
I love your Radio 4 one. I think you should do your Radio 4 one, and I want everyone to see if it sounds Scottish or not, because they've been listening to me.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get out of here because I can't concentrate while I'm picking up all these missions. How much cargo do we have left? Oh no, we're full.
Then
Wow,
we
we're
can start maybe
perfectly
like a radio station with you just in it, doing your Scottish one every day. I am the fake Scotsman.
Welcome to Radio. No, wait, hang on. Let me get
Yeah,
out.
that was good.
I'm gonna do it, Shan. I'm gonna do it. I've just gotta. I'll read some questions out with it. All right, we're all full.
There you go. And do you know this word here?
Cargo.
No. It's a Dundonian trying to put a bairn to sleep.
I have no idea what it is.
Bairn is like baby. A bairn.
Burn.
Bairn.
Burn.
Bairn.
Burn.
It sounds different for me. Do you know, I found this out as well. See, when I say things and the way I speak, it obviously sounds different
What?
to you than it does to me. And everybody already knows that.
Sure.
But it's because of the vibration from your bones in your body and obviously the muscle. So when the vibrations come out, you hear it differently because it's also attached to your ears.
I don't have any brains.
You don't
So please explain this science to me.
What is science?
What are you talking of? Right, so you wanted to hear my Radio 4 voice. Everybody
Yes.
wanted to hear it. So let's just get on. Can I just get on track? I'm going to borrow this for a minute.
Very quickly, I like how Jack Little said bairn, it means wains, which is basically two different, the same words of like the thing. So it's not like bairns means child, it's bairns means wains. Wain means bairn.
It's almost as heartbreaking as when you have to explain a joke
Yeah.
to someone who has no idea and like, oh, that's good information.
That's really funny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Loot, does the storyline with the Guardians of Goids lead anywhere in the far future? Couldn't possibly say, because if I did, I would be revealing stuff. You have to wait and see.
They don't tell me anything.
Jester D says, aim to get a vulture for combat.
I think Vulture would be the next one. I think that would be the next one that I would go up.
The Honey Thief and Jack Little are arguing in this stream. Guys, obviously it's
Don't
joking, but
make Will angry.
don't argue in this stream, how dare you? Or I'll argue with you. Anyway, where are we going? What, there's no questions, so I will do the Radio 4 one, but I'm just going to have to read.
Yeah, if somebody wants to post something, like you could
Yeah,
say
say something you would like me to read in my Scottish
yes,
accent.
and it has to be like a radio news. Yes, Stephen is referring to the distortion the vocal cords suffer as the sound
That is
travel
cool.
through the speakers,
That is
Coachella
cool.
VS, and a non-speaker as the skull causes resonance. That is very true.
Is that why I sound different to what I hear now, but when
Yes.
I hear a recording of me, ugh,
It
I hate the sound of
changes.
me.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. So you sound
Recordings.
completely different to me. Apparently, I sound far more nasally. I don't to myself. I don't sound nasally. Like, I don't
Yeah.
sound this nasal, but when I hear back,
You
I sound super
feel
nasally.
it
Yeah.
nasally, yeah. That's right. We need to get. Where are we?
There you
So,
go. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane.
Okay.
Good.
I want to get in position first so I can concentrate because right now I'm worried. We've got a rank to get, guys. I don't think I'm going to get it though.
Oh yeah. 67.
Nearly there.
Nearly there.
Right. Okay. That's aligned. Hello there and welcome welcome to tonight's live stream, or this afternoon, I should say. We're here live on Frontier Development's Radio 4 knockoff radio station, and we've got some. First, we have some questions from the community, or at least statements that have come in today about what they're doing or what they've seen in the world today. So we're gonna go on and do that very shortly. But first, I'd like to introduce our first guest, which is Stephen Benedetti. Contrary to his last name, he's actually a fellow Scot. He's come all the way down from Glasgow to join us in tonight's show. So, did you know
That's really good. You'd get that up for some time.
the rain in Spain mainly falls mainly on the plate? I can't do that because I know it in English. I default to like very posh English on that.
Well, it sounds very northern. It's a very northern Scottish accent, so you can tell with my accent it's a bit bland and I kind of
Yes,
stumble on some words and I don't enunciate. But when you speak like that, it sounds like you're actually from the up north, where they had more of an education than I did.
Yes, this is a. Oh God, I've lost it. Hang on. Oh, I could read the Galnet News. There's still Galnet News.
There is still Galnet News.
It's just directed at certain times, certain things. I can read lots.
It's
Hang on,
Mrs.
let's try-
Doubtfire. Oh, hello, dears.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
Welcome to Radio 4. Welcome to Radio 4. That's exactly correct, Stephen. So normally when I do this, I'm walking down the park, in a park,
But by yourself.
by myself, and I'm talking, and because I'm maintaining the character, it is a lot easier to have these discussions back and forth. But because I'm on a live stream and I'm doing lots of different things, and there's lots of different happenings, I'm not always able to maintain the voice. But once
I feel like you also can't stop as well. When you start, you need to
It's too
keep
late.
going.
Welcome to Frontier Development's live stream. We're going to be looking and talking with Dav Stott later this week. He's a BGS expert and lead server developer on Elite Dangerous for Frontier Developments, and he will go into lots of detail about what was, how they captured and moved the states from the background simulation before and after Beyond Chapter 4.
So after this conversation, should we have a wee afternoon dram and pass out?
Absolutely, Stephen. You've been a great guest. Thank you very much. Anyway.
See, that's really good. I'm impressed. I like that. I thought it was really good. My problem is doing an English accent is there's too many different ones. There's too many different accents. So you've got like Liverpudlian,
Yeah, but those are like
a difficult
they're all
Manchester.
separate like things on their own. You could do posh English.
Yeah, but like everyone could do posh English in the sense it's like I just have to enunciate a wee bit
Let's
more.
hear
It's
it.
like, well, yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's actually so difficult to do. I'm really good at I am good at impersonating people, not a good impersonating.
Impersonate me then.
No, because I like my job.
What do you mean?
I think whenever you speak like your English, it sounds really generic English, doesn't it?
That's like
awful.
an American doing English.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
It's really difficult to do because
What we're doing. Yeah.
what am I doing here? I see it doesn't just. I can't do it. They're rolling off the tongue. Doing a posh accent is so difficult to do. You
The stream. It's the stream.
See every time.
Me.
See every time that I cannot do Essex. See, this is the problem because then
Essex is
I'll
hard.
start doing like, oh, you know what I mean, like and stuff. That's Liverpudlian, but I'll start being too. You can't pick one to do it. You can't pick one to do it. It's very hard to do English, and I think it's easier to do an accent that extenuates on certain things.
Sure.
But it's really difficult to do an English accent. I mean, I can do David Attenborough, and he's English.
Do him then.
So here we have William flying in using autodock, and it is in progress. He has came over from one docking station to another to unload his goods. This will help, hopefully.
You've even got like the facial gestures.
Yes, because when you do voicing and stuff, you always have to try and become the person.
Enter the mind.
Into the mind. I actually had a really fun experience the last 2 Fridays. I've been doing some voiceover work
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So it's been really fun doing that. And the fact is, like, when you do it, like, especially if it's just like some panting and noises as well, you actually start moving your face and doing it, and you can feel your face changing to do it, which I really enjoy doing. But it's like really weird things that you could do.
Yeah, and sometimes I remember doing some voices for Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah.
And I think it was some screams and gasps, and you have to be really careful of how you do those.
Yeah.
Because they can come across in lots of different
Yeah,
ways.
like the grunting of sorts. Sometimes you need to do. It's like you're walking as well, or if you're like annoyed, like, and you just don't want it to sound a bit
sighs.
more raunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make it sound raunchy. That's the
No.
first rule.
Australian is very hard.
Tequila Sunrise. If you are having module storage problems and your module storage isn't full, then you should probably report that to them. But if it's a case of being full, then it's probably because it's full. The community have jumped on it. They know what they're talking about.
Very helpful.
Now we're talking about accents. Australia is hard. All their vowels are different, says McDowd.
Can you do Australian?
No.
I really can't do an Australian.
Can't do
Everybody does
Aussie.
that, you know, it's like the shrimp and the Barbie thing, but even when I try and do that, I
It's
just know
tough.
I sound so silly.
It's really tough. What other accents going to do? I don't want to insult anyone. I can't really do any. I think
Can you do any
I've
other
already-
English accents?
I could if I had something to read out. I
Like
could
if it's like-
do super posh. I think.
Yeah, was it?
Let's
What's the
get
Flan?
this
No, is
roll.
he Flanagan as well? He is, isn't he? The comedian. He was this pop nah, nah,
Mickey
nah.
Flanagan.
Mickey Flanagan. I'm at nah.
I mean, it kind of sounds like him. I don't know where his accent's from though.
I don't know either. But it's that bit he's like, he is, because he's talking about he's out just getting food and he has to explain it because he's got the milk and stuff and he's in his slippers in a nightclub. Yeah, that's a good one.
Can anyone hear that?
This is meant to be soundproof.
That's the Nightman.
That's the Nightman.
You hear him, that music,
As he
and
goes
then he
through.
gets closer and closer, and every time you hear it,
That just
he's
re-
behind you.
That just reminds me of
It's the Nightman.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Damon.
Oh, we've spoken about them.
Do it every time.
Easy money, cash money, because I'm now at 300 million.
I mean, they don't dab. Stop dabbing.
300. The community's been telling me not to dab for the longest time, and they haven't succeeded yet.
Yeah. I mean, you do you.
You do
You
you.
do you. Yeah, there's nothing
Good.
wrong with dabbing. I just can't do it.
We spoke about something at Don't Dab.
Don't dab. Straight up, just don't.
See? Where are we at now? Let's see where.
Let's see how
after-
close we are.
After we. Caramba, hello.
Afternoon.
Reputation. No dabbing. Robert.
So, what other accents can you do before you try and get away from that, William?
It's a dab-free community stream. I don't think I can do any more. Can I do more? I'm just thinking.
I think accents are really difficult.
Yeah, they are. But radio for yeah, I've got one. I can't do it on stream though.
Okay, I'll find that out later and I'll tell you.
It's
everybody
mostly
because
because it's spoilers for a later stream.
Ah, yes, that is very true. I know exactly what you're talking
So you
about.
know who I'm talking about, but we'll wait and see for that one. Right, let's have a look.
Will does an amazing,
No.
amazing Raven.
No, Jack. I don't, firstly, and I'm not doing that, even if I could. Let's find more Imperial slaves to transport.
Well, we have 6 minutes left, so you can collect some good stuff, and we should see whereabouts you are. And the
I did a cheeky look.
84%. 84%. That's really good because you were what, 44 to the start?
I can't remember now. Yeah, but I'll have the next one that I need, and I think there I'm done.
Can you do Geordie? David Dawson's
Nah.
asking.
No, I can't do Geordie.
It's so
I can't.
difficult.
I can't actually do many accents if I'm
No.
honest. I can do the Radio 4 one because I've been practicing. It's nothing good right now.
What made you want to practice for that one? Is it because I was joining, or did you have that done quite a while ago?
No, what happened was we were walking in a park, and I was just bumbling along, and we were just being silly, and that voice came to me. Where's this going?
8758.
I'm really lost of where we are right now. Okay, I know where we are. We're at the other destination, so there's not usually anything. There's nothing that good here usually.
It's just the other one before is better.
What have I just picked up? What am I doing? See, this is what happens.
You just get
I've just
confused.
asked to source this. I don't want to source that stuff.
Yeah, sourcing's a lot more difficult. But I ended up doing my accents when I was younger. It was Lilo and Stitch was the first one that I did when I was a kid with my
Yeah.
sister. So I used to do Stitch.
Well, that's a bit Gollum-y,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So that's how I kind of started off with me. Was like,
And you were really good at Gollum,
yeah.
as we've seen.
I started with so it was the and then my sister and I used to do that all the time.
That's good.
And then as things got older, I liked to mimic people in certain things. So I started with the Golem one because I did my dissertation on performance acting. So I started looking into how he did it and all the different stuff they did with his voice.
Yeah.
So when Andy Serkis was coming together to do the voice for the Smeagol, he was trying to kind of get this voice, and he had all the imagery and the art. And his cat, this was late at night, his cat came out and started doing the
Oh my god.
for a furball. And then that's how he ended up getting that pure.
Yeah, the kind of like it.
And it's in that back of your throat. It's just like a ball in the back of your
That's
throat.
really cool.
Yeah, and then I looked into my favourite one is Mark Hamill's Joker. Because he was the Joker
Sure.
in the TV series. I can't really do that one well. It's like, memories can be vile, like children, I suppose. And then he does all that really deep stuff.
That's good.
It doesn't
It
sound
scared me a
as
little
good as
bit.
other ones.
Scared me a little
It's harder to do the Joker one because it is just like the person. So it's the laugh though. Doing the laugh was really strange when you're kind of sitting there doing it down the stairs in your house.
Am I going to lose money?
No, it looks like you can get more. Where are you going though?
Hip.
Hip 8444. It says it's up.
It does. It doesn't look up to me. We'll find out. We're experimenting because there's nothing here, so I'm just going to go all the way back with these guys. Tequila Sunrise, are you having an issue with your module storage? If it's full or it's not working as intended, then you can submit it as a bug, or you can contact us. Whoa. It's fine. It's all good. You can so you can contact customer support if you want to just query it, and they can investigate if there's something wrong, or you can report it as a bug if you believe there's a bug and there's steps to reproduce whatever issue you're encountering. Yeah. So we've got customer support, which I don't think I have a link right now. I can find it though. Frontier support.
I think we might have a slight issue with our waiting in queue.
Nah. Maybe. But if you want to contact our support team, I'm going to drop a link into the chat just so you have it. And then remember what keyboard I'm on there. And then if you have a bug to report, you can use our issue tracker, which is here.
Here we go. See, another informative stream.
Yeah, I know. I should have boosted.
I think it's because you almost hit the thing.
But I was like doing two things, which is really good because now I can do two things, rather than one thing.
Yeah.
So two things are better than one
Yep.
thing. And now we're going back to here.
And I think that's a good way to finish off, seeing you
Oh
driving
no,
into
we're
the
really
galaxy.
close.
Yeah, we're going for this, aren't we?
No, I don't have any missions. We can.
Are you wanting to stay going?
I just want to sell them to see if I made a profit or not.
Do we want to see? Does everybody want us to stay and see if I've made a profit?
Please, I'm nearly there.
Nobody's replying. They don't want. They don't know. Of course they do. Yes, we want to do it. There we go.
Yep,
Jack Little says, "Yeah, we'll stay. We'll stay."
Oh, hang on, they might just be having a conversation. Karumba says I got my Thargoid bobblehead yesterday.
That's amazing. They look really cool, don't they?
They do look cool. I should get one. But first, where am I going? I'm going to Bliss, or I can't remember the name of it now.
Checking the mission.
Bliss Space. No, there's no mission.
Oh,
I
you're
didn't
just
pick up
going to
any
sell.
missions, yeah. We want you to stay and do more accents.
Okay. What accents?
You're the accent man. I'm not
I
really
think
the accent man.
the only the hardest accents. So I used to watch that. There was that TV show.
Walsall.
What's Walsall?
With Wolverhampton. Well, people will disagree with that, but
I don't know what
It's
accent that is
Wolverhampton area.
at all.
Black
Norfolk
country.
accent to read out the profit loss. I don't know any of those accents. So it sounds really bad, but a lot of English people are just sound English to me. That sounds really bad, but it's just like it's different
Wow.
English accents because a lot of them don't have like strong nuances. A lot of it is just like you sound like you're from London.
can you? Yeah. So you sound like you're from London.
You sound like you're from London.
Yorkshire. Can you do Yorkshire?
No, what's your Yorkshire sound like again? Yorkshire.
I don't want to offend anyone. No, I can't do it.
See, is it like, what is it, like got a thing with? This is the thing is, I'll try and listen to some English accents, and then I can try and copy them. Because I think that's what you get it from, is you need to doing it over and over and over again, and
Yeah.
picking it up. And that's how you do it. Like, I can't do Welsh, that's really difficult.
Walsall's kind of Birmingham leaning into Scouse.
Birmingham? For me, it's always just,
Classic.
I'm out in Birmingham. Leaning into Scouse.
Jan Robert Nagard says, don't need practice, played for years, but I like the autodoc to do other stuff. I definitely need practice because I'm a rubbish pilot, but the autodoc stuff is really super useful
Yeah.
when you're doing a live stream, because there are times where, especially as we're just sort of hauling cargo back and forth, that we can actually focus on the chat or focus on the conversation we're having.
Exactly.
That's really useful sometimes, but other times because I know in the past, like you're fighting, you're doing something, you're like, can't talk right now, gotta do this.
Busy.
And the other person's like, hello everyone.
I had soup for my lunch today. That was good. Mac Dowd has took rubbish and took bin.
That's Yorkshire.
That's Yorkshire. All right, okay. Who's apples and pears?
Cockney.
Is that Cockney?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Apples and pears.
Apples and pears. How much have I missed? Ask Boza Pro. You have missed like most of the stream.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah. It's been an interesting stream. We've learned about accents. We've spoke about the upcoming stream on Thursday.
Yes. So yeah, let's do a little recap of that. Do you want to remember that all and remind people?
I feel like the way you said that feels like I don't have a choice. Yeah. So
You have a choice.
on Thursday we have Dav coming in for our Discovery Scanner, which was called Reshaping. Is that right?
That's correct.
Reshaping the simulation. Reshaping the simulation. That's really hard to say, actually. Reshaping the simulation.
The simulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Done that 3 times. But we're doing Reshaping the Simulation with Dav,
Yeah.
which is going to be interesting. It's going to be telling us a lot of information, very numerical information, which will be exciting, and Will's going to be there hosting it. And then on the Saturday, we will be going to Fantasticon. And who's all going? It's you,
Me, you,
you, me, you.
Sally, Paige, and Zach.
Yes.
So we will be there. We will be there, meeting with you guys. And
Yeah.
having just a great time. It's my first Fantasticon. It's your first.
That's
Fantasticon.
my first event with the
Your
community
first
as well.
event with the
That'll be
community.
really exciting. So I think we're going to enjoy that.
Nasty Dude Gaming asks quite a cool question, and I'm going to reference it. I'm going to answer it with a modern reference.
Okay.
Are there any other new space game mechanics you'd like to put into Elite? Milking animals.
Why milking animals?
No Man's Sky just announced that they are introducing the ability to tame animals and milk them.
So
So
I mean,
I want to be able to milk animals in Elite Dangerous.
see, I don't know with
We
the.
don't have animals, but
I think
still,
you'd still like to milk them.
still, yes.
Do you know? I'd like a wee kind of, and I know this is going to sound really odd. I'd like a wee kind of setup they do like in Guardians of the Galaxy with the wee kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
The wee kind of music.
Oh,
yeah.
like-
Yeah, like a nice wee kind of a wee.
Put it on with your hands.
Yeah, you could just be like that, hit it on, do that, or maybe like a wee Groot sort of kind of plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, a wee plant or something like that. Not just the bobblehead, like a wee plant that you have to water.
You have to the whole mechanics are looking after that single plant.
Yeah.
And getting like.
And if you're
food
flying,
for it.
yeah, and if you're flying, it does like fall over.
It just flies off.
And then if you die, you need to go back to where you were and basically find it because it's lost in space.
Oh, it's just like flying
Just
out
floating
there,
in,
and you have
yeah.
to like
Go and
scoop
catch
up.
it back. That's what I want.
Well, there you go. You've heard it here first, folks. This is what we want.
Next, coming out,
There you go.
milking crate coffee.
Right. So, what am I doing right now? I'm going to see if I've made a profit or not. Feel like I haven't, but we'll see.
Let's see how much we're going to make.
What am I doing?
Commodities market.
There you
isn't
go.
it?
There you go. Milk Thargoids.
Milk Thargoids.
Yay. Right.
Sounds like a
Where
dangerous
are they?
way to
There they
play.
are. I knew it.
You lost money?
Yeah.
37. I thought it said it was more.
It's nothing, is it?
I
But
said it was
still.
up.
That's like, it's not a massive reduction, but jeez.
Well,
no, it
yeah.
was. No, it was here. It was lower, and I was lower than I was buying them for.
Ah.
So I'm just going to sell them anyway because I can't be bothered to deal with that. Just move them around.
Yeah, well, that was anticlimactic.
Anti-
But no, we got there in the end.
we got
That
there
was
in the
good.
end.
That was good. And it's quite funny at the start of the stream. I was like, "Do you want to, control what's going on?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." And now the mouse is over here.
Well, I just had to jump to do different things. So now I have
Yeah.
I did steal it.
You stole it.
True. I'll let you have it next time.
I did try.
But anyway, that's all we have time for today, guys. So thank you for dropping by with your questions. If you're at Fantasticon this weekend, hope to see you there. We'll both be there. On Thursday, we have a live stream with lead server developer Dav, who'll be talking about sort of a retrospective piece on all of the changes that went into the background simulation for factions before and after Beyond Chapter 4. So come for that. That's at 19...
100.
BST,
BST.
1800 UTC. So join us for that, and catch you all soon in the black in
Yes.
the future as I navigate where the thanks for watching sign is.
See you later, guys. Bye.